math has been driving you crazy, or if you're finally admitting you're lazy, and your test grades have been dropping, it's time to get your arrows popping. If math has been driving you crazy, or if you're finally admitting you're lazy, and your test grades have been dropping, it's time to get your arrows popping. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Whitt with Fort Bend Tutoring, and today's tutorial, we're going to tackle some linear equations. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And if you're out there, ladies and gentlemen, you can go ahead and chime on in and let me know that you're listening and that you can hear me okay, because I need to know that, because this is the first Fort Bend Tutoring live stream. And I need to know if you guys can hear me okay. So if you're out there, go ahead and give me a little thumbs up or something out there to let me know that everything is all right and that we can get things underway. The idea today, all right, what's going on? Okay, Obina's out there. What's up, Obina? Hello, world. Well, world is answering back to you, Obina. It's like that. Look at you. Checking out some math this Saturday, early in the day. All right. So, okay. All right. There it is, loud and clear. Fantastic. All right. So the levels are okay, I hope. All right. There you go. Samathana. All right. We got you. All right. Pidrama lover. Yeah. Fan club going on. Hello with the hello. All right. So let me tell you guys what I have planned for you today. All right. Back again, Obina. There you go. All right. Ready to see you. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a few of the linear equations. I have actually 20 set up for you. We'll see how that works out today. Treasure Ghost in the house. What's going on, Treasure Ghost? Good to see you over there, sir. Or ma'am, for that matter. I guess Ghost can be female and male. It's all good. We're going to be checking out some linear equations. Of course, I got number one for you right there. X minus 4 equals 7. And don't worry, we'll be tackling those with fractions and decimals and different scenarios. We will definitely be checking out those with the distributive property so that I can get my arrows popping, because that's my favorite math property in the world. It is. So let's go ahead and get things started. And you guys can, of course, chat with me and, of course, subscribe, share this stream with everybody so that we can keep this going in the future and get you some information dealing with math live. We're going to keep it simple today with the linear equations, just so that I can get used to the live streaming process, as well as dealing with you guys while I'm doing math problems. So let's get started. We have x minus 4 equals 7. I want to isolate the variable. That's right. I want to get the variable all by itself, and I'll be starting by adding 4. That's right. I'm adding 4 to both sides of the equal sign. All right. This is called the addition property of equality. And whatever you do to the left side of the equation, you must do to the right side of the equation. Otherwise, it'll change the end result, and the left side will not equal to the right side. So these are additive inverses now. We have a negative 4 and a positive 4. Therefore, they're going to cancel out. I'll bring down my variable x. We know that 7 plus 4 equals to how much? Treasure Ghost, you got that? 7 plus 4. What you got on that, Treasure Ghost? Huh? All right, Treasure Ghost is a little late with that. We're going to go ahead and say that it is 11. There you go. And that is the answer. And we will be putting this x equals 3. No, Treasure Ghost. We're going to need to add 4 to both sides. So adding that 7 plus 4 equals to 11. There you go. There you go. X equals to 11. Exactly. I know you know this, guys. I know you know this. So this is just a test. Like I said, we're going to start off slow and easy, and then we're going to ramp things up. All right. So that's all right. April Fools indeed, Treasure Ghost. I see you over there with the April Fools. Not bad, sir. Not bad indeed. Let's go ahead and move on to our next problem here. We have 6 plus x equals negative 7. 6 plus x equals negative 7. And so what we'll be doing to both sides, once again, we want to isolate the variable. Okay, we want to get this variable isolated. We want to get it all by itself, and we'll do that by subtracting 6. to both sides of the equal sign. That's exactly what we'll do. So notice that my priority here is isolating the variable. I always want to solve for a positive one of that variable. All right, I want to get it by itself on one side of the equal sign. And I really don't care if it's on the left side or on the right side. That doesn't really matter to me. What matters is that it is by itself. Okay, all on its own. So that's exactly what I'm going to be focusing on. So our sixes will cancel out. We'll go ahead and hit up this x equals and -7 minus 6. Remember that like signs add, and you keep the sign of the largest value of the largest digit there. So when you're looking at -7 and -6, we'll be combining those together. Exactly. You got this one, Treasure Ghost. It is definitely -13, and that's what's up. And I'm going to red box this because that is what I do. You have to protect the answers. That's what's up. There it is. X equals -13. I did that. What's going on there, Alejandre? There you go. -13. You got it right. There it is. There it is. Mr. Silva, what's up? All right. And then we're going to be moving on to this next page here. Oh, yeah. Lovely fractions. And there are several ways to tackle this problem. You know what? I think I'm going to do this at least 2 different ways for you guys. All right, at least 2 different ways. The first way is to look at the process as always trying to approach the equation, doing the opposite operations that are actually going on. That's one way to look at it. It's kind of generalized, so I really don't like to approach it that way, but I do like to know where is my variable, and I have it in the numerator, right? And I want to isolate it. So what's going on right now on the left side of the equal sign is that x, our variable, what we're trying to isolate, is being divided by 3. So you can approach this as multiplying both sides by 3. So that's one technique. So if I show that I'm going to multiply 3 times, oh, we got a red there. No. We don't want that. We don't want that there. Let's fix that. There we go. All right, we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. Here we go. And I need to fix this here because this, there we go. Better. I had to straighten that out, guys. See, the different aspect of live streaming. See, I get to edit all this kind of stuff out, but not today. You guys are here with me live. You'll see this live and in effect. And if we can get this focus again, There we go. Better. All right. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 3 times x over 3. So I'm multiplying each and every term by that common denominator is going to be the approach to this strategy. All right. Hey, what's all that chemistry going on there? Did you know that I minored in chemistry and purposely forgot everything once I got my degree? All right. That's right, fan club. We got the -27. You're on point. So what happens on the left side of the equal sign, we're going to cancel out those 3's, and you have x equals 3 times -9 is -27. That's right. Yeah. That's what's going on. So we're going to put a red box around this. And you're right, there is quite a few things in chemistry that this will help out with. For instance, you can be balancing equations, balancing both sides of those chemistry things in that nature. That does work. It is similar. However, once again, as I told you, I forgot everything on purpose. I just ran away with the degree, with a minor in chemistry, because I knew I didn't want to do it for the rest of my life. So yeah, there you go. This is problem number 3. However, I did promise a different strategy. So let's look and see if we have x over 3 equals -9. Did you guys know that you can change this into a proportion? Did you know that there? So here we'll have x over 3 equals -9 over 1. Okay. And once you have it set up like this, anytime you have a fraction set equal to another fraction, then you can use cross multiplication. That's right, the extremes means method. So I'm going to show that I'll be multiplying. So I have 1 times x, that gives me x. All right. I have 3 times -9, that gives me -27. And lo and behold, we're done already. There you go. So there is a different technique, a different strategy to solving problems like this. So in the first one, I just multiplied both sides by that the lowest common denominator, the LCD. All right, if I can get my words together. And the other strategy was using proportions. So you once again have your x equals -27. Let's move on. All right, so here we go. We have multi-step problems coming your way, guys. We have 9x minus 7 equals negative 34. Yeah, that's right, Treasure Ghost. In that previous problem, we did multiply diagonally, aka we used the extremes means method, aka we cross multiplied. That is exactly what happened. And there are a couple of other methods, and if you check out my video on this, our video that goes over those types of problems, I think it's solving linear equations of the form a over b x equals c. I show like 4 different ways to solve problems like problem number 3. Yeah, you may want to check that out. Just saying. Okay. All right. So here we have problem number 4. And in problem 4, we have 9x minus 7 equals negative 34. Hello there, Sawanan. Sorry. And please forgive me if I mispronounce your name, but how you doing? Hello. Good to see you chiming in. What it do on a Saturday with FBT. Okay. So we have the 9x minus 7. We're going to be starting out by isolating the first 2. Well, hold on. We're going to be isolating the term with a variable. Samantha, what did you say? Good evening. Your videos never fail to help me when my teacher won't, so thank you. You welcome, Samantha. You're very, very welcome. I love doing this. Fancy Faye. What it do, Fancy Faye? What's going on there? How you doing? Okay. Welcome to the party. We're over here doing a little math today on a Saturday. So, yeah, let's look at problem number 4 real quick, and I'll get back to you guys. But please, whatever you do, keep chatting. It's all good. Keep sharing the live stream. All right. And if you would, guys, all right, you can actually support Fort Bend Tutoring at the bottom of that live chat by clicking on that $sign. You can donate to help things like this continue to blossom. That's right. So anything that you can offer up will help the cause. All right. So it's on the bottom of your super chat. Over there by the smiley face, you'll see a $sign. You guys can help out with a donation. And if you have any questions, I'll see them clearer. Just saying. All right. So let's go ahead and add 7 to both sides. Oh, I got to change the ink to black. There it is. You got the solution already, Obina? Let me see if you got it. So I'm going to start by adding 7 to both sides of this equal sign. That allows me to cancel out these additive inverses on the left. I'm going to bring it down to 9x. Negative 34 plus 7. These are unlike signs, so I'm going to keep the sign of the biggest one here. And the 34, all right, Kathy Ann, all right, it will be posted later on, so you should be able to check out this video later on indeed, okay? So thank you for chiming in right now, and you can check out the archive. It will be archived and therefore posted, and so there you go, all right? Take care, Kathy Ann. You're so cool chiming in like that, you know what I'm saying? Thanks. All right, so yeah, the negative 34 plus the 7. What are we going to end up with here? We have negative 27 here, right? And so we're going to be dividing both sides using that division principle of equality. And you have x equals negative 3. And once again, I have a red box coming. I got a red box coming. There it is. There it is, Muthana. You already knew it. It's x equals negative 3 and done. Yeah. There you go. Having fun on a Saturday with the math. Okay. Now, we have our next problem right here. Okay. We have problem number 5. And with this problem here, we have 12 divided by 10 equals z divided by 25. This is what we're looking at. Absolutely. Alejandro, don't forget, or Alexander, don't forget that we had a negative 27 divided by the 9. So therefore, there you go. The red number on the top on the top right is actually a z. Okay, so yeah, my handwriting could improve that it can, but that's supposed to be a z right there. Okay, so you have 12 tenths equals z divided by 25. That's what's going on in that problem. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to show you guys is that I am on the lazy side of the mathematicians. Systems of 3 linear equations in 3 variables. I do have systems of linear equations using 2 variables, and you can use those processes to solve problems with the three equations. I will be doing one with 3 linear equations coming out soon, but I don't have one posted now. But I do have several over solving linear systems of linear equations with 2 variables, and those can be applied to the 3 variables. But if you want to see me do it, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll be posting that eventually, soon, one of these days. Or even better, I could be doing it live with you guys. Okay, so now that I'm starting to live stream, then maybe it can be the case where I can do some of these type of problems with you guys live. So I could go ahead and start cross multiplying or multiplying both sides by the common denominator in problem number 5. But I'm too lazy for that. Yeah, I'm way too lazy for that. All right, Fancy Faye. Yeah, please do. Appreciate that. No problem. I will be working on that. I definitely have a long list of videos to do, but you know what? Now I have an incentive to do it because you live stream with me and we're chatting in real time. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll be putting those that video. I'll get that systems of 3 linear equations video in the works because you requested it during a live stream. Okay, so there's more pressure on me to get it done when we're talking one-on-one. All right, so let's check this out. I'm going to start out with this, guys, because I see you guys are real fancy with the way you're not, no pun intended, Fancy Faye, but you guys are real fancy with the way that you guys are approaching this problem. But I'm lazy, so I'm going to reduce the left side here by 2. And I'm going to rewrite this as 6/5 equals z over 25. Okay, so by doing that, I'm lowering my anxiety about this problem because as small as I can get these numbers, the better for me. Okay, video on conic sections. I do have some on circles, and I do have one on graphing a vertical parabola, but I do not go into the what is it called? The foci and all that kind of stuff. I don't talk about that in that problem, so I don't know if it will be applicable for you, Corley. But I will be working on some conic section videos specifically because I created a pre-calculus playlist yesterday, and I'll need to get those conic sections in there for that. Yeah, there you go. All right, so notice that I have simplified on the left side that 12/10 into 6/5. So we're going to cross multiply here, aka do the extremes means method. 6 times 25 is 150. All right, and that's it's an ugly 150. I'm gonna fix it because I already see that you guys are already talking about my handwriting. So I have 150, thank you, equals 5z, and then we'll be dividing both sides by 5 using the division principle of equality. And 150 divided by 5, who has the answer already? Yes, we have Muthani with the answer. Z equals 30 is exactly right, Muthani. Very good. Very good. You knew it all along. There you go. Treasure Ghost is over there talking about my handwriting. That's right. The Z, sir. It's a Z. I had to put a slash through that, Treasure Ghost, because otherwise it would be even worse than it already looks. So you think it looks bad now, but yeah, without that slash through that, it would be terrible. Exactly, Samantha. Red boxing it. That's what's up. That's what's up. Obina, you was the first one to say that. Then you got it right, Obina. All right. I'm not trying to take any credit off of anybody. All right, you guys are where it's at. Okay, so FBT, you said z divided by 2 and 5/10 is legal. I would assume that you're saying that you would have reduced both sides by no. We're gonna go with no, Treasure Ghost. No, we won't, because for you to get that. For you to get that 2 and 5/10, you would have also had to reduce the 1z by 1/10 as well, and you would have had 1/10 z divided by 2 and 5/10 to keep it equivalent. So no, you wouldn't be able to make that move. I mean, you could mathematically make that move just on the right side of the equation, but it wouldn't help you in the process of solving the variable. So there you go. Bruce, no problem, man. I love doing what I do. So, it's all good, man. It is all good. And I wish I had more time to do more videos for you guys. So this is going to help, especially if you guys think that everything is going okay thus far. Okay, so please, give me some feedback because, once again, this is my first live stream. Never done this in my life. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are benefiting from this, loving the fact that you can interact with me while I'm doing the problems, then let me know if that is a plus for you, because I would love to continue doing this because it would take out editing on my part. Yeah, which is very time consuming. So yeah, so that's the deal. All right, so that's problem number 5. Let me let you guys look at the next problem. All right. So each of these problems, if I can say it correctly, thank you. Each of these problems have a purpose. Okay. Muthana, you say it's very helpful. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I am doing my best for you guys. All right. And myself. It helps me too. I love helping people, so I'm enjoying it. If whatever you do in life, okay, if you're able to do something that you enjoy, then it's not even working. Okay, you're just being yourself. You're just fulfilling that purpose. And Fancy Faye, oh yes, you are waiting for the arrows popping. It's coming, Fancy Faye. And guys, I did put a link in the live video in one of the cards there that you can click on. That we have arrows popping t-shirts. Oh yeah, get your arrows popping t-shirts. So if you want to go ahead and support Fort Bend Tutoring even further at the same time having some cool gear, check out our get your arrows popping t-shirts. They are pretty cool, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? I just ordered one last night. All right, so just to let you know that I'm down. Okay, so I'll be walking proudly with my Get Your Arrows Popping t-shirt. So check those out. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and tackle number 6. We're going to start by subtracting 6 to both sides of the equal sign. Zach, thank you so much. That is awesome, Zach. You just super chatted $1 to help donate and help us out, man. Look at you, Zach. What's up, man? Check you out. Zach, do you know that was the very first super chat donation I've ever received, man? Doing a live stream, because this is our very first live stream. Zach, you are down in history, man. That's what's up. You are not a poor college student, and you are helping, okay? You are helping because you may be financially struggling, okay, Zach? But tell you this, you are rich in wisdom and knowledge, and you are rich in how much you can help someone. Because you just did. You just helped this cause, man. So yeah, so you can be rich in many different ways. Okay, so don't be so quick to say that you're poor. And if you're in college, you already are a leg up on many other people that are not aware of what they would like to do in their lives and what their purpose is. Okay, so there you go. It's all good, Zach. All right. So never say again that you're a poor college student. You are a college student, and that's the end of it. Okay, and much more. All right. So never sell yourself short. Bruce, what's up? There it is. All right. Oh, and thank you. You said, Bruce, you said that this is helping. All right. Well, because I want to help, let's get back to helping, right? So let's start with the additive inverse of 6. I want to isolate the term. That has the variable. Okay. So in this case, the term that has the variable is negative x. I want to get that term by itself first. So I'm always going into each step focusing on the fact that I need to isolate the variable. That's my goal. All right. So I'm not distracted by the other terms, the other numbers that are in the equation. I'm first of all focused on the term that has my variable that I'm trying to isolate. So right now I need to get negative x by itself, which means I want to eliminate the positive 6 on both sides of each side. And I'm using the subtraction property of equality. And that's what's up. That's how it goes down. Yeah. There you go. Titted Gambino, it's all good, man. I appreciate you chiming in. I love helping people, So there it is. You guys are helping me do what I want to do. And like I said, if you guys want to make sure that this continues, go ahead and share the live stream. Make sure you're subscribed. All that good stuff so that we can keep things moving. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cancel out the additive inverses on the left side of the equal sign. We're going to be bringing down the negative x. 9 minus 6, we know that is going to be what? 9 minus 6 is positive 3. That is correct. But as Obina has pointed out, the answer is negative 3 because you have negative 1 multiplying on our variable x. You want to isolate that. So there's 2 ways to go about doing this. You can multiply both sides by negative 1, or you can divide both sides by negative 1. And my purpose, no, there's Samantha, the only reason why you would leave a variable negative is if the question wanted to know what the negative value of that variable is. For instance, if they say solve for negative x, solve for negative y, solve for negative b, and you can have that in standardized tests from time to time, you can go ahead and do that. There you go. Chosen Creeper, that is true. Yeah, simple algebraic equations will help and will be making things more difficult. And also, Chosen Creeper, I'm purposely making the problem simpler for me today, not you guys, because I want to make sure that I can do this while chatting with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little nervous over here. This is my first live stream. So I wanted to make sure that the problems were simple for me so I could focus on chatting with you guys as well as solving the problem simultaneously. Joshua Sawyer, what it do? Okay, how you doing, Joshua? Hello to you. We're going to divide both sides by -1 in this case. Like I said, you guys have choices. You can multiply both sides by -1 to solve for this variable, or you can divide both sides by -1. My preference is, you know what I'm saying, dividing both sides by -1. And so I get x equals -3. All right, Obina, there you go with your answer. There it is. And there it is. You are correct. All right. So once again, Samantha, you can have -x being isolated and that being your answer if and only if the original problem says solve for -x or solve for the opposite of x. Okay. So that is a time that you can do that, as well as in standardized tests, because they can be tricky and they may say something like, hey, solve for -x. That's it. That's all we want. We don't want to know what x is. We could care less. We do want to know what the opposite of x is, though. So there are times that you can solve for -x. Exactly. -x does equal to 3, Bruce Daniels. But when isolating your variable, getting that +1 variable x in this case, you'll need to multiply or divide by -1. That gives you x equals -3. I know you're not trying to throw up here with some trigonometry, man. What's up with that? All right. That's right, tan at 90 degrees, because you have sine divided by cosine. Cosine at 90 degrees is 0, so therefore you would end up with it being undefined. That is true. That is a true statement. So I see how y'all guys are doing. Y'all trying to sneak me into doing some more difficult problems today, pulling out that trigonometry. I'm going to run away from those problems right now with problem number 7. That is right, Samantha. We have an opportunity for the distributive property. Yeah, and I'm excited about it. We have 4 equals -2 times the quantity of x plus 3 for problem number 7. That is right. And what I'll be doing is I will be, Obina, you ready as well? We are going to get our arrows popping in this piece. Oh, yes, we will. Oh, yes, we will. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Arrows popping up in this piece. Who knows about that? I know I do. I have to calm down. You know what? I have orange juice right here. I got to sip some sweetness because that was just too sweet. I got a sweet tooth now. That was wonderful. That was great. Okay. I like the orange juice with no pulp. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Or at least low pulp. And it has to be Minute Maid because, I mean, it's the best. If you're drinking anything else, why would you? What do you say, freshly squeezed? Who has time to do that? No. No one has time to do the freshly squeezed. Did I say freshly? I said freshly squeezed. Just saying. All right, let's start off with 4. Okay, so you guys are being serious about the math. We have -2 times x is going to be -2x. -2 times 3 is -6. From here, I'm going to be isolating the term with the variable. On the right side of the equal sign, I have -2x. We're going to be adding 6 to both sides of the equal sign like so. All right. And pulp gets in the way. Yes, it does, man. I mean, I'm here to drink a liquid, Zach. However, why are they going to throw some extra stuff down and I'm like in the middle of drinking. I'm like, what was that? And why was that piece so big? Samantha, what are you talking about? Especially when you got your teeth just exactly. Why do I want things now? I have to see now. I need to floss. You see, so that I just go ahead and just go with the no pulp all together. All right, all together. So on the left side, what are we working with, guys? We have 4 plus 6, which is 10. We have our -2x, and notice how I'm writing all of the terms from left to right. Okay, so it really helps, guys, if you focus on and get organized so that when you're doing your mathematics, write each step from left to right. We already are reading and writing from left to right in most of the languages that we speak, right? And so your brain is already trained to move from left to right, left to right, left to right. So many times you guys are leaving off your negative signs and things like that because you're doing things in a weird order, okay, from right to left and what have you. And I know you want to be an individual, but sometimes just keeping up with the rest of us works out okay. Okay? Just do right. Okay? So at this point, we're going to be dividing both sides by -2. And there's no maybe here. Okay? We're going to get our right answer. We have 10 divided by -2, which is -5. And this is our variable x. There it is. Yeah, it's red boxing time. Red boxing it. There you go. There it is. That was problem number 7. That was problem number 7. Okay. Yeah. Number 8. What do you think? Number 8 is here. Number 8 is in the place. And we're ready to get things going. Yes, we are. We have number 8 right here. Oh, yeah. -3 plus 3x equals -2 times the quantity of x plus 1. What do you know about that? I know I have an opportunity to get my arrows popping again. I know that. I know I'm really excited about that there. And so on the right side of our equation, we will be distributing here. Yes, we will. Arrows popping. Thank you. All right. Yeah, you just have to say it. It must be said. We're going to be bringing down -3 plus 3x. That's what we have here. And on the right side of the equal sign, we have -2 times x. That's going to be -2. It's going to be -2. We have -2 times 1. That's -2, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's going on. That's what we have. Okay? That is exactly what we have going on. Just saying. Okay? That is exactly what we have going on. So now that we have this, we're going to be doing the following. Yes, getting a sheet of paper will help because, you know what I'm saying? You guys have paper. You know what? Sometimes, Chosen Creeper, it's necessary because documentation rules the nation, as you already know. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with having the paper ready to go. Okay? So stop hating. Okay? Don't hate on the paper people. The paper. Can I say things right today? The paper people. Stop hating on those paper people. Because I'm one of those people that needs a little paper. Okay? All right, I want to move on. In this problem, we have the variable on either side, on both sides of the equation. So it is up to you to choose what side of the equal sign. You're back, Samantha. Welcome back. It's up to you to decide what side of the equal sign you want to solve the variable. You can solve for the variable on the left side if you want, or you can solve for the variable on the right side. It is all up to you. Oh, yes, it is. And what we will be doing here is the following. We will be adding 2x to both sides of our equal sign. That's exactly what we'll be doing because I'm going to choose to put the variable on the left side of the equal sign because it's the left side that will give me a positive coefficient because I'm real picky about having positive coefficients when it comes to solving equations. Exactly. That's exactly what I need in my life. So that's what I have going on here. I have. What's going on, Harry Babylon? Good to see you. Good to see you, Harry Babylon. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, there it is. Welcome all. It's all about you, Harry Babylon. Thanks. And so what we're going to do on the left side is we're going to be bringing down the -3. We have 3x plus 2x. That's going to give me 5x. And on the right side of our equal sign, the 2x's cancel out. I'm bringing down the -2. All right. So notice that my focus once again was on the term with the variable. I want to get all the terms that have my variable on one side of the equal sign. So what I've done thus far is I have added 2x to both sides of the equal sign. That cancels out the x's on the right side of my equal sign here. Therefore, I've chosen to put my variable on the left side. So notice that at this step where I have -3 plus 5x equals -2, I only have one term with the variable x, and it's that term 5x. x. From here, I'll be adding 5, excuse me, not adding 5, but adding 3 to both sides of the equal sign using, okay, the addition property of equality. Okay, Treasure Ghost, you red box that. Okay, Bruce Daniels, you got 1/5. Let me check it out. At this point, the 3's will cancel out. We'll have 5x. This equals 1. Negative 2 plus 3 is 1. And as you guys have already stated, we are dividing both sides by 5. And x equals 1/5. And you know what? Treasure Ghost, red boxing it. That's right. That's right. Now, you guys are looking at different ways to go ahead and write the answer. Yes, you could write the answer as 2/10. That is correct. You could say that it is 5 to the negative first power. That's also correct. However, there in most classes, most math classes, they would not want the answer with a negative exponent. All right. So even though 5 to the negative first power is equivalent to 1/5 as well as 2/10, most classes, courses, textbooks, teachers will not want you to write your answer with a negative exponent. However, if you are dealing with a standardized test and they're saying which answer is equivalent to the correct answer to 1/5, then 5 to the negative first power would be appropriate in that case. Yeah. Just saying. And you know what? You should red box all of your answers, Obina. Why wouldn't you red box your answers and protect them like that? Okay? There you go. Treasure goes, you and this chemistry. Did I not tell you that I purposely forgot everything that I knew about chemistry on purpose? Because I'm not a fan of chemistry. I appreciate chemistry, not a fan of it. Yeah. I just used it as a tool to graduate as quickly as possible. That is exactly why I chose that path. Yeah. Just saying. It's a fun fact. Fun fact. Everything is gone. Yeah. Dihydrogen. Oh my goodness. Do you know about the dangerous dihydrogen monoxide? No. Very dangerous substance. It's a substance. Okay, Treasure goes, you're trying to take my mind way off topic right here. And I'm going to have to say, dihydrogen, oh my God. Thanks a lot. Treasure goes, you just made me feel that much smarter by reminding me that dihydrogen monoxide is water. As I told you, everything was forgotten. Check out number 9, guys. We have 6x plus 11 equals negative the quantity of the opposite of the quantity 6x plus 5. All right, let me read that again because that didn't sound so swell. We have 6x plus 11 equals the opposite of the quantity 6x plus 5, which is a lot better. Thank you. I said that a lot better that time. Just saying. Chosen Creeper already has the answer, which is x equals 6. Chosen Creeper, I didn't write the answers down prior to doing this, so I'm going to find out what this answer is with you together. Okay? I do know that I'm going to get my arrows popping. That's what I do know. Okay? So I got my arrows popping here. I'll have 6x plus 11. This gives me negative 6x minus 5. That's exactly what I have here. And once I have this, I will be isolating the variable, getting the variable all on one side of the equal sign. And once again, since I love to have a positive coefficient, I'll be eliminating that negative 6x on the right side of the equal sign. Obina says she got 4/3. Chosen Creeper said they got 6. So being as though there's only going to be one solution to this problem, let's figure out which one is correct, guys. All right. So let's check it out. I'm adding 6x to both sides of the equation, right? My 6x's on the right will cancel out. I have 12x plus 11 equals negative 5. Okay. Once I have this, I'll be subtracting 11 to both sides of the equal sign like so. You'll have 12x equals negative 16. Okay. That's what I have thus far. So with the 12x equals negative 16, because Chosen Creeper said it was 6, let me go ahead and make sure that I did this correctly so far. We distributed the negative on that first step, right? That gave us negative 6x minus 5. We added 6x to both sides to get 12x plus 11 equals negative 5. That part is correct. We are then isolating the term with the variable by subtracting 11 to both sides. So 12x equals negative 16 is what we have thus far. And now we'll be dividing both sides by 12, guys, and then simplifying this. So x equals negative 4/3 once you simplify the 16 and 12 by 4. So we have negative 4/3. And guys and gals, I will be red boxing my answer. All right. And there it is. Red boxing it. Treasure goes negative 1 3/10 repeating is equivalent to our answer. That is correct. Treasure goes. Treasure goes is showing off right now, guys. Just saying. He's showing off. He knows. He is in the know. He is in the know. He knows it. Yep. Oh, guys, let me tell you about something. My plan, if I can speak correctly, my plan is to live stream, hopefully, consistently, on Thursdays and Saturdays. So Saturdays will be about this time, about Central Time, about 10 or 11, okay, pushing towards the 11. And on Thursdays, I'm going to try to catch people coming out of school on Thursdays with a live stream around 3:30, okay? All right. Good stuff, Chosen Creeper. Doing everything in your mind. I hear you. However, and unfortunately, when it comes to many math problems, people are worried about and concerned about proving a solution. So when you're dealing with proofs with mathematics, you definitely have to have it written down. Okay. So if you are as efficient and organized as doing your mathematics on paper as you are in your mind, then you are winning on both sides of that coin. There you go. Samantha, I am in Central Time Zone. Central Time Zone in Texas, to be specific. That's right. There you go. Oh, yeah, proving it. Yeah. And notice how I have so many geometry proofs on my channel. There you go. See? Just letting you know. I can't stand it either, Treasure goes, which is why you can find no geometry at all. And that will probably be the last playlist I create ever on Fort Bend Tutoring's channel is geometry, because I hate it. There you go. I don't hate it. What I really hate in math is statistics. Geometry is a close second. Just second. But statistics is number one as far as my hatred is concerned. Yeah. There you go. All right, so let's move on to problem number 10. Obina is your negative 27s. That's for this one right here. Binomial theorem. Yeah, that is something that I'll be tackling. I think I already have it in my on my list. If not, I will add it to my list as far as videos that I'll be creating. Exactly will be the next video, Chosen Creeper, will most likely be because I love factoring and I want to have the perfect factoring playlist online. It's going to be factoring with complex numbers, and I'm really excited about that. So if you want to ask me about something that excites me in mathematics, it's going to be factoring. I love factoring. Love it. Love factoring. Thank you. It's something that I love to do. So that is going to be the next video. It's going to be most likely that. And also I have there's going to be another giveaway coming out soon, guys. And notice that I have this Adonit stylus that I'm using. I like the Adonit stylus. Here he is. Here, let me go. There you go. That's the Adonit stylus. Can you focus? No, there's no focusing. There's no focusing today. Can't focus. There we go. But anyway, this is an Adonit stylus. There you go. And I'll be giving a couple of those away. They actually have provided some things that you guys will like. Yeah. All right. Bruce, you have a good one. Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, absolutely. So you have a good day, Bruce. And don't be afraid to come back and join us again. All right. So let's go ahead and get our arrows popping with problem number 10. Arrows are popping. So we end up with -8 plus 2x equals 6x plus 12 plus 3x. So this is what we have thus far after distributing. And after you get your arrows popping, ladies and gentlemen, the next step is to go ahead and combine your like terms. Yeah, that's what you want to do. So we're going to be bringing down our negative 8 plus 2x. On the right side of the equal sign, we'll be able to combine that 6x and that 3x together to get 9x plus 12. Now, once again, I prefer to have a positive coefficient. So that means I'll be subtracting 2x to both sides. All right. So I know that some of you guys prefer to solve the equation on the left side or the right side or what have you. I like to just go with wherever the coefficient is going to be positive. That's my priority. On the left side, I'll be canceling out those 2x's. I bring down negative 8 equals 7x plus 12. That's what I have. Yeah, that's what I got. So once I have this, I'll be subtracting 20 to both sides. Yeah, I will. And I end up with negative 20 equals 7x. And when you divide both sides by 7, all right, who has this answer already? We have x equals to negative 27ths. Oh, the 0 is ugly. We're going to fix it. Better, just a little better. Just a little better. And we have a straight mark. We can't have the straight mark there. It has to be somewhat legible. There we go. We have negative 27ths. Negative 27ths. Go ahead, Samantha, and check out those steps there, right? So we started out by distributing. Okay, we had the negative 2 distributing into the 4 minus x. We got the negative 8 plus 2x. Then on the right side of the equal sign, we distributed the 6. So we ended up with 6x plus 12. We then combined our like terms on the right side to get 9x plus 12. And then from there, I decided what side of the equal sign I wanted to isolate my variable, which was on the right in my case. So I subtracted 2x to both sides. I ended up with negative 8 equals 7x plus 12. I then subtracted 12 to both sides to get negative 20 equals 7x, and then divided both sides by 7. The coefficient, that number in front of the x there, that's blurry on your screen. Sorry. But yeah, we ended up with negative 27ths at that point. And there you have it. Yeah, there you go. Done and done. Done and done, son. Okay, let's move on. We have problem number 11. What you going to do with that, guys? Problem number 11. I will once again solve this 2 different ways. All right. I will once again solve this 2 different ways. And once again, guys, if you guys can share the link to this, that would be great. Get some more people chiming in. If you could subscribe, that would be awesome. And yeah, and if you want, you can go ahead and donate to the cause. There you go. Clicking that $ at the bottom of your of the live chat helps you donate to Fort Bend Tutoring so we can continue doing more of these type of videos for you guys. Oh yeah. All right. There you go. So treasure ghosts. You say x equals 9. Let's see. Let's check it out. We have negative 5/3 x equals negative 15. And what we'll be doing here, let me see the first thing. I'll use a different strategy that I didn't do before. That's what I'll do. I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of negative 5/3. I'm going to solve it that way. I didn't show you guys this technique. So the reciprocal of negative 5/3 is negative 3/5. And if I multiply negative 3/5 to every term, all right, in this equation, we can solve for this lickety split. That's right, lickety split. Just saying. We're going to cancel out the 3's, the 5's. A negative times a negative is a positive. That leaves me with x. On the right side of the equal sign, we know that a negative times a negative is a positive. 5 goes into itself once. 5 goes into 15 3 times. And 3 times 3 is 9. And done. Red boxing it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Treasure goes. Usually when the most say that x equals 9, it means that x equals 9. That is not true, Treasure Ghost. That is not true. The truth stands alone, and you could be the only person in the class saying that you have the correct answer and everybody's against you, and you'll be the one that is right. I have been there, sir. I have been there. So yeah, the truth is the truth is the truth. It doesn't matter how many people line up and say something is wrong. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's correct. So majority rules is not true in mathematics. The correct answer is the correct answer, regardless of the number of people. All right. But you say usually. I think it depends on the students that you have in the class. There you go. Samantha, are you learning today? Is this helping? Because I want to help people. All right. So Samantha says, hey, I'm learning. Who knew it was possible? Yes, it is possible with Fort Bend Tutoring, Samantha. All right. FBT. That's right. Okay, so we're here to help. All right, so let's move on to our next one. I got my answer in the red box. I don't know about you guys. My answer is always in the red box. All right, so we have problem number 12. We have a over 5 equals a minus 3 divided by 2. That's what we got. Okay, so we have a divided by 5 equals a minus 3 divided by 2. Is what's going on here. All right, you have a simple problem, Chosen Creeper. Yeah, I see ya. I see you. I knew it wasn't going to take long before people was like, well, what if? Well, can you do this one? All right. And I will be doing problems for you guys. If I have a few minutes left over at the end of these, I will definitely answer a couple problems. And I will definitely have some live streams in the future, if you guys prefer, where I'm just answering your problems, period. So I'll probably have you guys tweeting me your questions or emailing me your questions during the live stream, one way, whatever the fastest way is, or in the chat, if it's possible, and we'll go ahead and answer your questions that way. All right, there you go. Yeah. Oh, really? It's different live, Samantha? What is different about it? I mean, I know I get to interact with you guys, but what's is my attitude different during live stream? It may be because I usually feed off people. So when I'm doing a regular studio video, it's like just me by myself. So I have to fake it like there's people listening. So it's, yeah, we'll see. All right. Notice in problem number 12, we have one fraction equal to another fraction. Okay. And what I'm going to do now. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. You seem to be doing linear equations right now. I was wondering if you answer a calculus related problem, says a Lego. Maybe at the end a Lego. All right, but yeah, I'm definitely doing linear equations right now. You'll notice that in most of the live streams that we'll have going forward is that I will be I'll have a general topic, okay, that we'll be going over for that day. All right, and there may be times where it's just going to be free form, where I'll just be only answering your questions, or a little bit of both. But right now we're definitely looking at linear equations because this is my very first live stream. So I wanted to keep it kind of simple, so I would make sure that the answers were correct. That would be important, as well as me not being too stressed out doing the problem. Yeah. So your calculus-related problem, I'm pretty sure, will stress me out. So let's go ahead and either say that to the end or another live stream where I'm focusing on calculus at the time. I don't necessarily have my calculus hat on right now. My hat right now is freaking out about the stream and making sure that you guys can hear me and see me and all that good stuff. So that's what the priority is right now, just to make sure that these videos will be able to be done in the future. Yeah. All right. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. All right. So there it is. Oh, Samantha, you're saying it's more personal for me. Yeah. Well, you know what? Having your name thrown throughout the video kind of does make it personalized, doesn't it? And that's why it's so important for you guys to chime in during the live stream, and you can actually be part of FBT's history. There you go. All right. No problem. You're not going to hurt my feelings about the regular vids, Samantha. It's all right. I hear what you're saying, that you hate them. It's all good. She's like, no, I like the live ones, more because I can hear my name in it. All right. So there you go. You said if it's more of a theory question than a problem. Theory, Lego? I think the theory in calculus is even worse. I think if you would have gave me a direct calculus problem, that I'd be less stressed about it. Like if you were saying, hey, how do I find the derivative of this? That would be a whole lot better than a theory question in calculus. But you can go ahead and see if I can answer it quickly. All right. But yeah, the focus for today's video is going to be on the focus on today's video is going to be on linear equations. But you could go ahead and put it in the chat, Lego. All right, go ahead and put it in the chat, and I'll probably I'll probably catch a heart attack, and then yeah, we'll see if I can answer a calculus theory problem live right Yeah, that's gonna happen, Lego. But go ahead and go ahead. You know what? This is the live stream, and that's the beauty of live streaming. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know who you're talking to, and you never know what kind of question they're gonna ask. All right, go ahead and ask it. All right, no. I'm gonna read the question, and then yeah, I'll see if I can give you a quick answer on it, and if not, I'll just go kill myself because I'll lose credibility as a math tutor. Thanks a lot. All right, so. Oh, guys, and one more thing, and since we're being honest here, my gift. Okay, if you ever want to know about my gift is in teaching. Is not mathematics. So if my God-given talent is that I'm a good teacher, all right, that I'm good at teaching. Basically, if I understand how to do something, then I can explain it to a group of people like immediately right after I learn it. Okay, so that's where my gift is. But it is not in mathematics. I'm an average, and I would honestly say average to below average mathematician. It's the fact that I'm a good teacher that makes it look like I'm a good mathematician. If you can grasp that. I'm so good of a teacher that I make my mediocre math look like I know what I'm doing. So just to know, just so that you can be, so you guys can know who you're dealing with. Okay, you're not dealing with a math whiz. No, you're dealing with a master teacher who happens to know math as a subject, and that's my main delivery. But I can teach anything. Yeah, that's the deal. I'm just choosing math as my outlet because so many people are affected by math. So that's why I went the math route. It was to be able to offer up my gift to the most people I could. And because math is a universal language, that's why I chose that avenue. Because even if you don't speak my language, just me writing down the problem, you can get that all over the world. Okay? So that's where it's at. Just letting you guys know. A little bit of honesty from Mr. Whitt live. See? Things that you wouldn't get in a regular video, right? So let's go ahead. I have the extremes means going on. All right. Oh, okay. Here's a Lego with his problem for calculus. It says, how can we analyze if a critical point value is a local max or minimum if the function is not continuous? That is a good point because normally you would find that critical point of value if it's continuous because, oh, you know what, Lego? It doesn't have to be continuous in general. It just needs to be continuous between the x values that you're trying to locate it. So let's say that you have a discontinuous function. If you're just looking at finding the critical point, let's say between x equals -2 and x equals to 5, between that window, it could be continuous within that window. And in that case, you can go ahead and use the first derivative to isolate and find out where the extrema is, the local min and max. So overall, the function can be discontinuous as long as you're looking at a piece of the function that is continuous. And I think you can go ahead and do that. Yeah. There it is. Hey, Lego, I think I decently answered that question on the fly. All right. So that's what you would do. You would analyze the piece of the graph or discontinuous function where they have that point. You said I meant if it was continuous at the max. Oh, if it's discontinuous at the maximum, it's not coming to mind right now, Lego. If it's discontinuous at the min-max interval, at the point that so you're saying you've already found a critical point. So you found a critical point, but you're saying at that point it's discontinuous. So it could jump or something like that. Well, I think that they could define the problem where you're approaching that discontinuity from the left or the right of the graph, and then you could still give that answer. And then otherwise, would it be possible? Yeah, I'm gonna say that on the fly, Lego. I'm gonna say that's gonna be my my best answer on the fly. That if they're saying to find that min-max value as you approach from the left or the right, because if it's discontinuous, it could be two different values at that point, that you can have that. Yeah. All right, Treasure Ghost, you're right. We're supposed to be solving this problem. All right, so I think that's going to be my best on the fly. And there you go, man. There you go. There's calculus on the fly from a mediocre mathematician. Yeah. Okay, there you go. So you have 2 times A is going to give you 2A. And over here, I'm going to take my time with this, guys. And Treasure Ghost, I took my time with this, all right? So I'm going to show that, yeah, sorry about that, A-Lego. But there you go. There are quite a few weaknesses that I have, and you just exposed one of them. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Expose my weakness. So you have 2a equals 5 times the quantity of a minus 3, and then we're going to go ahead and distribute the 5. In other words, I'm going to get my arrows popping. That's what's up. So we'll have 2a equals 5a minus 15. Just like that. So thus far, I show that since I have a proportion, I can use the extremes means method, aka cross multiply. And then from there, I have 2a equals 5 times the quantity of a minus 3. Treasure goes, see how I did that in between step there? And then now I've got my arrows popping, and from here I'm going to isolate the term with my variable. So I'm going to subtract 5a to both sides. Now remember, guys, I said that I prefer to have a positive coefficient, but because it would have been more work for me to put the a's on the right side and then move that negative 15, the lazy will win when it comes to math with me. All right. So anytime I'm doing a math problem, if there's an easier way to do it, most of the time I'm going to do it that way. Just saying. Okay. So on the left side, we have 2a minus 5a. That gives me negative 3a. And on the right side, my 5a's will cancel out, and I have negative 15. And from here, thank you, I'm going to be dividing both sides by negative 3. That's exactly what I'll be doing. And on the right side, we have a negative divided by a negative, and that gives me a positive 5. Red, box it. Yeah, there you go. Treasure Ghost, go ahead and give me that full 5, man. There you go. We have 5 as our answer in a red box. In a red box. There we go. Next up, let's check out our next problem. We have problem number 13. We have problem number 13. More fractions. We have more fractions involved. So we have n divided by 10 equals 9 minus n divided by 5. And we have multiple fractions within this problem. So one way to go ahead and solve this equation is to, first of all, eliminate the fractions. Now, guys, if you love fractions, you can keep those fractions all day long. But for me, I don't like fractions. Yeah, I can't stand them. Just saying. So I'm going to get rid of these fractions, okay, as quickly as possible. So what I'll be doing in this case is I'll be multiplying each and every term by the least common denominator. Exactly. The least common denominator here is what? What do you guys say is the LCD? You got 10 in one of the denominators. You have 5 in one of the denominators. What will be the least common denominator for the entire equation? The first number that 5 and 10 have in common. You say is what, guys? Exactly. It's 10. It's 10. Samantha is going to be 10 because 10 is not 10's too big. Yeah, I mean 5. Yeah, 10's too big to go into 5. Yeah, there you go. So it's going to be 10. It's going to be 10. So it's the first multiple that they have in common. If you think about the multiples of 5, you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so far and so far, so on and so on. And if you look at the multiples of 10, you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? So the first multiple that 5 and 10 had in common is 10, and that's what you want to use. All right, that's okay. We're here to learn, Samantha. It's all good. So that's why you're going to use 10 as the least common denominator. I'm going to use this to eliminate all the fractions from this equation. So it's going to look like this. I'll have 10 times n divided by 10, which equals 10 times 9 minus 10 times n over 5. Okay, so this is going to be my setup. I'm showing that each and every term will be multiplied by that least common denominator of 10. And guys, you can choose to keep the fractions in your equation if you want to, but it's not a choice of mine. It is not a choice of mine because I'm going to get rid of it. I have to get rid of it. It has to go. So that being the case, I'm going to be canceling out these 10s. So I'll bring down n equals 90 minus, and check this out. 5 goes into itself once, 5 goes into 10 twice. So we'll multiply 2 times n to get 2n. And now I would have, and now I have my fractions eliminated. You wouldn't like to solve it like this, Treasure Goes? Well, you're free not to solve it that way. You know, like I said, it's a choice. My preference is to eliminate the fractions because I'm all about stress management, you know? So I'm managing my stress. When I see fractions in the problem, my anxiety goes sky high, like a lot of students do. So you're fearless. You don't mind fractions in your problem. So you don't have to approach it that way. You know, so there's a couple other strategies, but when it comes to me, I'm all about reducing as much stress as possible. So I like to eliminate the fractions in the first step, get rid of those. And now I'll be adding 2n to both sides of the equal sign here so that those two n's will cancel out there. So I end up with 3n. And so now we have 3n equals 90. Oh, so this is how you like it. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Chosen creeper. Dividing both sides by 3, you get n equals 30 and done. And now we'll be red boxing it. That's exactly what we got. Yeah. Samantha, you got the answer right. Good job, lady. Good job. You did a good job on that one. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So just keep in mind about how we're getting the least common denominator, that LCD. Yeah, you got it. And so if you guys need to brush up on that, check out our video on least common denominator, finding the LCD. Can I green box the solution? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go with the green box in it. Green boxing it. Green boxing it, Treasure Goes. Just like that. All right. So there you go. Doesn't have quite the impact that red boxing it does. But green boxing it, there you go. That's you. That's all for you. The probability wall has been broken. The probability of me boxing something in green. Is that what you're talking about, Chosen Creeper? All right. Or the probability that Samantha just knocked that problem out the park. All right, because she did a great job on that one. All right. I know, right? See, you get these things live and you get to ask special things, special requests. It's just like that. So Treasure Goes one of the green box. He got a green box. He got a green box. See, somebody chimed in earlier. A-Lego asked me a calculus question in the middle of a linear equations video. Right? Things happen. Things happen. So lo and behold, live streaming. The benefits of live streaming. All right. So we have Treasure Ghost with our potential answer here. He says that x equals 6. Let's check it out. Let's see if Treasure Ghost is on point with problem number 14. We're going to go ahead and distribute here. We have an opportunity to get our arrows popping. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to distribute my 3 here. I'm going to also distribute the negative 2. All right. And with these problems distributing, so with me distributing here, I'm going to be bringing down the 10 minus 5x equals 3x minus 12. The negative 2 is going to be distributed. We have negative 2x minus 14. And then I'll be combining my like terms here. So we have 10 minus 5x. This equals x minus 24. From here, I'm going to be isolating the term with my variable. So I'm going to choose the right side. So I'm going to add 5x to both sides of the equal sign. So this gives me 10, which equals 6x minus 24. And from here, I will be adding 24 to both sides of the equal sign. Yep. That's what I'll be doing here. Hey, x minus 26. Did I make a mistake? Yes, you're right. Thank you. Live stream. Humans in play. Keep me honest, guys. Keep me honest because... there we go. Negative 12 and negative 14 is negative 26. Thank you. Absolutely correct. Thanks, guys. And what we'll be doing here is we will be adding 5x to both sides now that I've made my correction and that you guys helped me. See? Bringing out that human error in real time. From here, we'll be adding 26 to both sides. And now that we have this, we'll have 36 equals 6x. And from here, we'll be dividing both sides by 6. And so x equals 6. And that is that. All right. Thanks for your support, Samantha. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so it definitely can make a mistake in real time. You got it. So managing the chat, managing the stream, managing all the technology, and getting the right answer. There you go. Class, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and make this problem here, number 15, our last problem for the stream. So I want to once again thank you guys for chiming in today. All right. And there it is. So number 15 will be our last problem, and we're going to wrap it up today with this first live stream. Once again, I'll be trying to do this every Thursday in the afternoon, and then Saturdays about this time. And there you go. There you go. Live streaming. Okay. And this will be posted on the channel as soon as it's done. So if you only caught a little bit of it or whatever, you can go on from there. Okay. Good stuff. Next school year, I'll be shouting in math class full of answers. There you go. Please do. Please do. All right. So the first thing that we see in problem number 15 is we have decimals in this problem. And just like my fractions, I like to eliminate the decimals when I have a linear equation. So all you have to do is locate the smallest place value out of all the terms. And in this case, the 10th place is the smallest place value. So I'm going to multiply each and every term by 10. You got it. All right. So here's the deal. I'm going to multiply each term by 10. That gives me 10 times 4 tenths times y plus 10 plus 10 times 6 tenths y. And this equals 10 times 2. And once I have this, I can now move all the decimals one place to the right. All right. No problem, Treasure Ghost. No problem, Samantha. It's my pleasure. So we'll end up with 4 times the quantity of y plus 10 plus 6y equals 20. And now that I have this, I'll be distributing that 4. So we'll end up with 4y. I got my arrows popping. Thank you. We have 4y plus 40 plus 6y equals 20. And now what we'll do is we are going to combine our like terms on the left side, right? We have 4y plus 6y. That gives me 10y plus 40 equals 20. My handwriting is sloppy. Sorry. And now we'll be subtracting 40 to both sides. Subtracting 40 to both sides. We'll have 10y equals negative 20. And then dividing both sides by 10. Yeah. You'll get y equals negative 2. And believe it or not, I am going to red box it. All right. Charm City. I'm sorry that you couldn't watch the live stream, but don't worry, Charm City. You will be able to watch the archived video of this from the beginning. That's right, Treasure Ghost. You got it. Y equals negative 2. Thank you guys so much. It has been a pleasure working with you guys. And as always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And check out our next live stream because it was so much fun working with you guys. Thank you for making this special. This was my very, very first live stream, and you guys were awesome. All right, Obina, you take care. Peace, guys.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you hanging out with Fort Bend Tutoring. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. Hit up our website, tutoringmath.net, and set up a private tutorial with me and FBT. Oh yeah, baby.